I'm gonna do a short video on about today being significant. 6 years ago today, I lost my earthly father, and Daddy never did want you to call him father because he said that you only have one father, and that's your heavenly Father. And I thought he might have made that up, but in reading the Bible, I found out it's in there. Can't quote chapter, verse, or book, but it is in there. And but that's neither here nor there. 6 years ago, my daddy passed away, and I just wanted to kind of tell you about the last conversation I ever had with him. Daddy had developed some type of or dementia or whatever, and in his starting, maybe, well, for several years, I guess. But anyway, 2011 was the year that it kind of came to a head. He had fallen, spent some time in a nursing home, stayed there a few days, and then fell again and broke something. And from there on he went on downhill. But anyway, finally winding up in the VA hospital in Jackson. I mean, not in Jackson, I'm sorry, in Kosciuszko. And so we'd go visit him. And one particular time I was coming back from Jackson, and every time just about that I came back from Jackson, I would stop by and see him at the VA in Kosciuszko. And at this point, he had had a stroke and wasn't really conscious or saying much. And I went to see him, and I was sitting there holding his hand, just me and him. And I just started talking. I didn't say, I wasn't expecting any type of response back. But anyway, I was holding his hand, and I said, Daddy, I said, I just want you to know that I enjoyed all the times we had together. I appreciate all you've done for me. And I just want you to know that, I appreciate it and thank you. And was nothing but God, and thank you, Lord, for the ability to have this conversation with him. But he never opened his eyes, but he said, son, he said, I enjoyed it too, and if you think you enjoyed it, I enjoyed it that much more. And he said, I'm sorry that I was hard on you, but I wanted to toughen you up. And he said, my only regret is that we don't have more time. And consequently, that was the last conversation I ever had with him. A couple, maybe a week or two more, he'd gone, and I was at Mama's house, going to take her to the VA so we could visit with him. And before we could leave the house, we got the phone call that he had passed away that morning. But tell folks, no matter what the kind of past you had, you only get one life to live, and be sure to tell them what's on your mind. Because you don't know if you're going to get that opportunity again. Because it goes by really quick. Not to be morbid, but I wanted to tell you about your granddaddy and the last conversation that we had together. I couldn't, no way, have done the things in my life that I've done without his support and without his blood, sweat, and tears. He was a hard worker, loved his family, and to my knowledge was never selfish one bit when it came to his family. He always provided. So anyway, just wanted to share that with you.